Jimmy, Josh, and all the people and crew at the Command Cast, I just want to say, you guys rock. You do a lot for the community, and you've done a great job teaching me and getting me back into Commander. I took a hiatus for a little bit, and I got back into playing, and then saw your videos, and I've been building decks ever since. My favorite thing to do is either build decks or draw cards, and so I actually took that inspiration and built my most recent deck just for this, and it's done really well in pause at my local store. Marika Rebarrett is also the inspiration for this deck. It's great because for Esper, you're able to tap it and steal a creature. So how does drawing cards and stealing creatures work? Well, for me, I built Timna and Ludovic, partner commanders. Timna draws cards, Ludovic draws cards, but it gets me the colors I want. What I have done is I built a Steal Things deck, kind of a switcheroo kind of deck, but also a draw cards deck. So the partners draw a lot of the cards for me. There are great draw engines in the command zone. I always have a full hand. My favorite combo is probably Ray of Command for 4 CMC, instant speed steal a creature, give it back at the end of the turn. Then you play Cloud Shift with it, and it flickers it, so you keep it, because it's a new creature and no longer has the Ray of Command text, giving it back. So that's the sweetest combo in my deck. It's something people don't ever expect. Like, oh, you have something indestructible? Well, now I have it forever, not you. I'm sorry. Kind of like the Game of Thrones, Ice King. Now, moving into my favorite win cons in the deck, I've got a couple different ones. I use the partner storm cards for white and red, so I can make several copies of the spell. So typically in a game I cast my commanders 2 to 3 times each, which would total up to 7 copies because you count the first one and then 3 for each partner. And so that's Steal 7 Things for 4 mana when you also cast a Threaten effect. So at that point it's 8 mana Steal 7 Things, which is a really good rate in my opinion. Or you can cast it on something like Imperial Storm. So for 10 mana, you'll get 7 Angels times the copy of the Fury Storm. So that's like 36 Angels, which is bonkers, and it's really fun to just close out a game like that. For smaller win cons, I run a little bit of Infect. I run Corrupted Conscience, which is going to be enchant creature, you control enchanted creature for 5 mana, but that enchanted creature has Infect. It doesn't get haste, and it's too bad it doesn't, so I run Anger, and I try and pitch that to the graveyard as soon as possible. And lastly, Monodic Betrayal is just going to be my favorite card to just close out games if someone's comboing off, just use their graveyard as a resource. So this is my audition for game nights, and I really appreciate this opportunity.